With the release of the Red Goddess trailer, we now start to have a clear picture of the hierarchy going on in the depths of hell. It seems obvious that the Red Goddess is on top and has a legion of monstrous minions supporting her, but how exactly does this hierarchy function? What does it look like? Are there steps to it? Anyone above and below? That's what I want to go over in this video. Even though there's plenty of creatures in hell, I'll only be covering 4 main ones: the Callus, the Chort, the Succubus, and the Red Goddess herself, meaning I won't cover the spider, the giant flying hell whale, or the snake thing seen in the Floating Forest trailer. Sorry pal, better look next time. The Callus is the first one, and the most famous of them all. It's one of 2 demons you're able to possess, the second being a Chort at the end of the gameplay demo, and is described by the developers as the primitive priestess of the Red Goddess. There's a few ways you can look at that term, primitive. The first and most obvious is she's just not very bright. She operates mainly on sheer instinct. When you possess her, you have to satisfy her unending bloodlust by killing off a bunch of the other NPCs you can find around hell, and her tactics seem to fall under walk around, wait until something makes a sound, and then attack it. However, primitive could also mean very early, like primitive man. The Callus is probably one of the first, if not the first, demons created in hell, considering that there's a giant statue of her overlooking the entrance of hell itself. Following her is the Chort, the muscles of the army of the Red Goddess. Unlike the Callus, who just exists to kill things, the Chort also, according to the developers, exists to build tributes to the Red Goddess out of the bodies of its victims. One interesting thing is that it seems like whoever made him fucked up. The Chort is quite deformed, with a horn sticking out of its body and a face that is a fusion between 2 separate heads and a horn sticking out of its eye socket. Unlike the Callus, whose head, though weird, is still symmetrical, the Chort does look like a mistake, which might be why he has headgear. Hell has no interest in sparing its denizens from ghastly horrors, so maybe the Chort wears them to hide its deformities. It's unpleasing to itself. Above him is the Succubus, who, unlike the Callus and Chort, can talk.
Nearly feel her red cunt. So close. The Queen is waiting for us in her tower. I feel how she fills me up.
How enlightening. In any case, she, like the others, is a servant of the Red Goddess. Her role is unknown at the moment, but considering one of the paintings found in the demo, she seems very close to the goddess herself. However, like the Chort and the Callus, there's more than one of her. In the Red Goddess trailer, we see her, the one we know most, wrestling with a different model of the Succubus, and later on there's even a 3rd one running toward them. The Succubus seems to have been made from some of the unfortunate people who have ended up in hell. In the demo you can find a few bodies of pregnant women giving birth to horrible demon babies, and their arms and legs have the exact same structure that you find on the succubus herself. This isn't unique to the succubus. The Callus also seems to have been made by using the people in hell based on one of the paintings you can find of her. It's hard to see in the demo itself, but they posted it, a cleaner version, on a Kickstarter, and also the developers have confirmed that the spider is made of the limbs of people in hell. Another major feature is that she's missing a lot of flesh from her back. There's two bony areas on her back that look like they're supposed to be the starts of wings. The Callus is also missing her back and has her spine exposed, and even the red goddess in the teasers for her has a huge hole in her back. It seems back problems are just one of those common issues you'll find in the depths of hell. On top of it all is the red goddess. She has no eyes and wears a dress made of blood, and she seems to be the object of worship of people and demon alike. The developers have said she is the highest entity you'll find. But how true is that? She seems to suffer as much as anything else. One of the preview pictures posted for her shows that she wears shoes with wires sticking into her feet, and of course she has no eyes, and her scalp seems to have been ripped out of all the hair. And in one of the extended trailers, one of the NPCs or main characters says this:
"She helped to create this place. That's why everybody thinks that she knows how to leave it."
Helped. She helped create this place, which implies that other entities were also responsible for the construction of hell. So is she really on top? Is she the only god or goddess that exists in this horrible realm? Well, throughout the game you can find these various statues. They come in a variety of shapes and sizes. The first one you collect in the demo says it's a goddess statue, and all further ones just say they're statues. There's a giant one behind the bricklayer, and also a much smaller version you can collect in the demo as well. Also in the Demons gameplay trailer, you'll find a bunch of people surrounding and seeming to worship a giant statue of a woman and a child, like the Mother Mary in Catholicism. In the game files, there's other statues unseen, like this very Egyptian-looking one. Now, it could be that all these different sort of statues were made by people from different time periods who ended up in hell. After all, one of the statues looks like an early Mesopotamian fertility goddess. There's that Egyptian-looking statue, and as I said before, the giant one kind of reminds me of the Virgin Mary iconography you find in Catholic communities. However, as long as that one NPC said that she had help building hell, and that the Red Goddess herself seems to suffer as much as anything else in the bloody bowels of the underworld, I am inclined to think that there are other deities in the Agony universe. Maybe ones more powerful than her, ones who live outside of hell, who knows. In any case, the guy in that one trailer seemed very convinced that the Red Goddess isn't the only powerful thing in hell, and might not be, as all the other promotional material said, the only way out.
But I know there's another way out. I know it. I know. And I'll find it.
So that has been a brief rundown of the hierarchy of hell. When the main game comes out, there might be even more powerful or less powerful demons than the ones we've examined here. After all, in the Red Goddess trailer, there was that giant winged demon hovering over behind them all. In any case, I hope I did give some insight into what the structure of this awful realm in the game will be like, and I look forward to the main release. Take care.